What is up, everyone? Tim from FantasyNow Plus, and we're here to do some more drafts on drafters. And today I am joined by a very special guest, Jamie. How are you doing this fine Wednesday evening?
Doing great. Thanks for having me. I'm a big fan of the Fantasy Now Plus. I always watch all your shows, and it's a pleasure to have me on.
Absolutely. We're a big fan of yours. So glad that you could join us. I know you've got some busy stuff happening during your weeks. So definitely appreciate you carving out some time and joining us on a site that is technically new for you. You're definitely more of an underdog drafter. I am too to some extent, but I've definitely gotten more into drafters this year for sure. What are your any first impressions, first thoughts? Just excited to get in there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks clean, easy to navigate. So yeah, I'm just waiting for this draft to pop up, and then I'll see how that goes.
Yeah. We have 8 of 12 registered for this fast main event. Now 9 of 12, so just waiting on 3 more folks. Yeah, folks, if you want to join us on Drafters and you have not signed up yet, please do so using the promo code that you see in the bottom right of your screen. That's FN plus, just the letter F, letter N, and the plus symbol. Once you do that, you will get a deposit match 100% up to your first $100 deposited. So if you deposit 25 bucks, you're going to get 25 bucks free. If you deposit 100, you'll get 100 free. So if you've already joined Drafters as well, hop in. We've got 9 of 12 spots filled. We're excited to get this going. And yeah, I think we only need one more spot. I'm using my free ticket from drafting over the weekend. If you had drafted 4 main events over the weekend, you got a ticket for a 5th one free. So that's what I'm using currently, but only 15 bucks to join. And let's look at the prize structure real quick. Oh, it's starting. Never mind. We're joining. So we're going to be drafting separate teams today. Are we right next to each other? That's so funny.
Where am I at?
You are the 5 hole.
Oh, all right. I like the 5.
Yep,
I'll
I'm
take
the
it.
6 hole. So
All right. I also like the 6. So
yep. So we are back to back. This is Jamie's first main event drafted. As you can see that there is no parentheses next to his name. This will be my 30th draft here in this contest. Have some folks that are about halfway through, have someone with 140, have a couple newer people on their 3rd. So a nice collection of different types of drafters in this room for sure.
that's really cool. That it shows you how many drafts they've done.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's also really easy to see like player exposures and whatnot, not from this screen, but at least from like the main menu. It's pretty easy. So I definitely appreciate that as well. Roster settings in your bottom left. It's by ADP. Naturally, you can sort by the team. You can search players. You can input your own rankings. So lots of good customizable stuff in here that I definitely appreciate. We are off to the races.
Yep, the first 3 picks are chalk in every single best ball draft I've been in.
Yeah. Sometimes someone will do Chase 101 or 102, but pretty much this is how it looks. You are on the clock.
Yep, and I'm going to take Puka. I'm not scared of any phase that I keep hearing people talk about.
Yeah. Would have loved Puka. I'm pretty even at all these players besides James Cook, but that's on purpose. We'll just go Amon-Ra.
Oh, what's your boggle at James Cook?
To be honest, like, I think he just belongs like near the back end of this whole cadre of running backs, like Saquon, Achane, now Genty, Hampton, and like he goes before all of them. And I just, he doesn't play a lot of snaps compared to basically the rest of them. He's fully touchdown dependent, which like in that offense is a good bet, but it's still not guaranteed. Like his problem used to be before last year that he kept getting, like suckered out of touchdowns because Josh Allen is Josh Allen, and last year it went his way, and this year it could easily just not go his way again. And until he just takes over more of that role and gets more pass catching, like I just think he's a little rich. I feel like we're drafting him at his ceiling, and I don't really enjoy drafting my first round pick at their ceiling.
Yeah, it's good points. I got him today in a slow draft at the 112.
Yeah.
So I combined him with Chase Brown, and I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah. I think basically all of my James Cook shares are specifically in the second round when he falls past the turn. It's usually like 14 or 15. And that's kind of where I think he should go. So I'm just kind of okay with it being lower. I might, like the last week of contests, I might like draft a couple teams just to get it up to like 5%, but 3% across 3 different draft sites, it feels kind of fine to me, honestly.
So where are you comfortable drafting Ashton Genty right now?
I'll take him if he comes back. Especially on drafters, big thing to remember here. This is a total points contest. This is not weeks 15 through 17. This is just weeks 1 through 17, the most total points you can score across all players on your roster. So in that format, Neighbors at 18. That's fun. I mean, I expected Hampton to go, so honestly, I'll probably give the Genty decision to
you. Dang it. Yeah, I was hoping for Hampton there.
Yeah.
AJ Brown or Genty, man.
I say go Genty.
Yeah.
Like, how often are you going to get Puka and Genty together,
I've seen him fall like to the 305 at the latest.
Yeah. I don't.
That was early on, like that day that he.
Yeah.
We didn't really know what was going on, but now I consistently see him going in this spot, maybe a little bit later.
It's just the Malik Neighbors bet, but a running back. It's like, he might miss weeks 1 or 2, but like the talent's just so wildly good that it's just like, I don't care. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, last year people were complaining that he wasn't good, but he finished as a top 12 running back overall.
Yeah. With that offensive line and that offense. Like,
yes. Yeah.
Like, is he just going to like giga smash now? Probably not. He still could, but like it's going to start out a little slow. But also like everyone's just kind of freakily healing as of late, and I don't really understand it. Like everyone that had a major knee injury is just going to be ready for week 1. It feels like. So it's definitely like not impossible that Genty's just like totally fine by the time week 1 rolls around. Let's see. Trey McBride goes in the 3rd as per usual. Brock Bowers went at 16 in this draft, which is a little early for him. We are firmly in the wide receiver zone unless you are enamored with Javonte Williams.
I love me some Javonte Williams, and I feel like I kind of need him there, but I do love me Zay Flowers. Like,
yeah,
that's a tough decision. So I'm not used to drafters, so I don't know who's going to fall to me next round, but I know I do like receivers next round, but there could be a running back there.
It's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, I'm going to go Flowers. I just love me some Flowers. I think I know he hasn't really scored many touchdowns in the past. I think he tops out at 3 or 4, but this year I think 6 or 7 definitely is in play. I've even heard some people say up to 9 touchdowns for him.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, you got auto Javonte Williams.
Oh, I swear I hit the button.
But I mean,
hey, that happens.
At least it was someone you wanted, and not like Rashee Rice, who was the top of ADP. So,
oh man, you live and learn on a new site. So
yeah, it is 30 seconds, so it's a little bit slower than Underdog. It's a lot. It's basically just DraftKings, but not playoff contest. It's just total points. It's like the marathon on Underdog, but with DraftKings settings, pretty much like full PPR, 20 rounds, basically.
Yeah, on Underdog, I don't really play many tournaments unless it's like the cheaper ones, like the dollar ones, the $3 ones, and I try to max those out. Right now, I'm in 130 plus slow drafts, so I'm always on the clock.
Yep. Yep. Do you kind of play it like the typical best ball bro like slow draft thing of like I'm gonna check my phone like once every 3 or 4 hours and just make a bunch of picks, or are you just like the instant you get a notification you're like I gotta draft this?
No, I let it build up. So like right now, I got 14 drafts. I'm on the clock. So when we're done, before I go to bed, I'll just sit there and take my picks.
Yeah.
And I like slow drafts better because it gives me time to think about my pick. I can look into the future and see who I want to plan for the next 2 rounds. Fast drafts, I have anxiety. So, I mean, you saw my last pick.
It's hard, and
yeah.
it's even harder when you're streaming and talking out loud and talking about what you want to do and all that.
So I stream a bunch of IDP best ball superflex drafts for a big tournament, and they call me DJ Panic Pick because I'm like I'm talking and I'm not paying attention, and then all of a sudden they say I'm on the clock and I got to figure out who I'm going to take.
It happens. Sometimes that's how you get unique teams that you weren't planning on. So
yeah,
but also, sometimes the star method works. Sometimes it works very badly against you. So it's certainly a push and pull. But I don't blame you for ever running out of time. It's especially hard, like when Brian and I will draft, we're drafting the same team, so we're also like trying to communicate in real time, and like I'm like 5 seconds ahead of him on the screen, so it's a balancing act for sure. I'm really hoping Holstad Loveland gets back to me because I really want more than 5%, but I just haven't been clicking him, so I would love to fix that a little bit. But we will see.
Loveland is a great pick in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Especially sometimes I get them in the late 4th, even sometimes on the turn in the early 5th when he falls. Yeah. All right, so I am on the clock, and I do love me some Tet McMillan, so I'm gonna go with some Tet. I just think I love his value, man. They just feed him the ball constantly.
Yep. Yeah, and if he takes a second-year leap on top of what he got last year, like there's a very realistic, solid chance that he's just like a top 12-ish wide receiver, and you're getting him middle of the 4th. So
yeah, like I'm taking him sometimes early 4th.
Yeah,
if I can.
Yeah, it's good to. He's one of those. Basically, everyone from like Zay to I would say like Luther Burden, Parker Washington here at the end of the 4th, even like JMO, like. I like to just kind of scatter all up and down the board in the 4th if I can. Just like get unique combos, mix it with every player you can imagine, because almost every pick in the 4th at the wide receiver position just feels good to me.
Yeah, I agree. Even in the 5th, I like the 5th round.
Yeah. And then the 6th happens, and then we're all sad.
Like as soon as like you see Marv, the last guy left, and you're like, do I really have to take Marv?
Yep.
Now, question: is this a start 3 wide receiver?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
One quarterback, 2 running back, 3 receiver, 1 tight end, 1 flex. Price at 52. Interesting.
Let's see. So I do also love me some Terry McLaurin. I got JMO. I do like Christian Watson. I'm gonna go Terry as my number 3. I love it as my number 3.
Yeah, and
like sometimes if he's my number 2, sometimes it's a little bit scary, but as a 3rd receiver, give it to me.
Yeah, I do love JMO. I did just remember I have Amon-Ra. I'm not sure in total points how great that is. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just say Lions go Burr. But yeah, and I I like the running backs in this range, but I'm also just of the opinion that like they all are probably going to score the same outside of like maybe one or two, and you pretty much are just going to have to get completely lucky on which one or two those are. So it's like I don't really have huge stands on any of them of like this is the guy that's going to do it. Like if anything, I think it's Price, but not at 52. Like I'm like if he fell to me at 67, which he usually does on drafters, he went really early in this draft. Like then I'm like smashing the button for him, but 52, I'm like, it's fine. Like, it's not great, but it's also, I don't think it's a bad pick either. But I would much rather have Jacobs one pick ahead for sure.
Yeah, definitely agree on that.
Alrighty. So,
right
I'm curious, like, do you have any player stands in your own portfolio of someone here that you're at like 20+% on that you just really believe in this year?
Yeah, man, I can't remember exactly. I know I'm really high on Rashad White, getting it. He's going for him. I mean, if you look, just 2 years ago, he was a top 24 running back, and then the year before that, he was a top 10 running back. Now he goes back with his college quarterback, so they have a type of rapport. I think his role is safe because he is the pass catching back, and there's really not another pass catching running back in that backfield because Katron and Mr. Bill Krosky Merritt, they're more of those grinder types.
Yeah.
So I like him, and I got a lot of Dak and Golf combos. They're just so easy to get, so cheap, and then I get the stacks. You know, if I get Pickens, JMO, St. Brown. So I do love doing that.
Yeah. And especially in underdog, like playoff week formats, like those two teams have like fantastic playoff schedules. So it's really easy to just be like, yeah, I could just have like 30%. Do I want Trevion or Tate here?
Tate is like, I don't know what to do with him with the quarterback situation. It just looks ugly. Like I love Tate as a talent.
I am gonna go Trevion because like the running back is just dry now.
All right. Yeah. So since you went Henderson, I know this is a little bit before ADP, and I love getting Jonathan Brooks in the next round.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to fall back to me.
No.
So I think I have to take him.
Yeah. I mean, his ADP is 70, so this is basically where he goes on drafters.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I just know like I was getting him in like the 10th round. Then I had to get him in the 9th, and then I had to get him in the 8th. And now it seems like 7th seems like the spot for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I have 14% of him, but almost all of that was like double-digit rounds, like 10th round is like my RB4. And now it's like, now he has to be my RB2. And I'm like, I don't know if I love that. Like, I can probably stomach it, but probably not at 14%. This will be my 230th draft, Justin. But that also includes pre NFL draft best ball as well. I've been drafting since March because I'm sick ahead.
We are live, right? But I'm not seeing the live show on YouTube.
It's on the Get Tilted YouTube channel.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure I'm not missing a pick. All right. I'll have to look
Part
that up.
390. Woof, Justin. I'm not quite that far, Justin, but I appreciate your confidence in me.
All right, so I got 3 running backs, 3 receivers.
Yep. Nice and balanced for you. I have 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and Mr. Colston Loveland at tight end through 6. And you are on the clock in round 7.
All right, so I usually don't take a quarterback this early, but I do love me some Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I know he's going unstacked in my roster, but I'm just going to take Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I'm kind of intrigued that the Chase drafter did not grab him. I have so much Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts, but like every other pick on this board, it's just not fun at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna do Jaden Daniels. Like, I don't want to take any of these names in the 7th round that aren't quarterback. Like Godwin, Gainwell, Metcalf, Reed, Diggs, Michael Wilson. Like these feel like 10th round wide receivers, and I don't want to take them in the 7th. Alrighty. Let's see here. Ramondre went early 6th. I think that's appropriate for him now. He went before Judkins. I don't think that's appropriate, but to each their own. Hurts falls all the way to 82. Yeah. Nothing to Tucker Kraft in the 7th is kind of early, I think.
I mean, with the news that he is going to be on like a pitch count or snap count for half the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been skipping him a lot. But I do love his talent. If he plays full time, he could be easily in the top 5.
Yeah. Justin asking, Jamie, where can we find you on social media?
Twitter at Jamie Perog. Everywhere else at Jamie Perog. I keep it simple.
Helps to have a somewhat unique last name so that you're not fighting other folks.
Yeah. Yep.
Alrighty. We are coming up to my pick here in the 8th round. I have 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 3 wide receivers, and 1 tight end. All of the disgusting wide receivers are still disgusting and still here. So I think I know what I'm going to do. I could stack Diggs. No. It's funny. I am the antithesis of you, and I really believe in Bill. So
I don't. I mean, K-Tron looked great in preseason, and Mr. Bill never really impressed me at all.
That's fair.
Shoot. So I always have to decide, do I want Fannin or Pitts? Fannin or Pitts? I am a Browns fan, so Fannin does suck as being on a Browns team, but
yeah,
Pitts isn't much better. He's talented, and he's also on a bad team.
Yep. Yeah, and like,
so, yeah.
I'm way heavier Fannin than Pitts. I just think the role is better. I think Pitts is just another downfield threat that needs to run good on touchdowns and has like the worst possible quarterback for accomplishing that, in my opinion. So I don't know. Like, I think he's a fine pick, but when it's between the two of them, I always lean Fannin, and my exposures are kind of skewed in that way as well. So I pretty much only take Pitts if he falls into like the 9th round, 10th round.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think I also lean Fannin. So, and not just because of my homerism, because I'm the biggest Browns hater when it comes to their team.
So are they, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, someone took Stafford unstacked.
Yeah, and Mahomes.
Damn, I was gonna reach on Stafford. I thought taking him at 101 was gonna be a reach.
Yeah.
Oh man, so I hate this pick right here. Crap, I don't like any of these players, man. I do like Bo Nix. I know Purdy's always pretty dang good.
Yeah.
I'll just go Bo Nix, and I'm going to be done at quarterback most likely for the rest of the draft.
Yeah. I just don't love taking Goff here, but I'm pretty sure the Laporta drafter will take him if I don't. Do I have other stacks? No. Yeah, let's go Goff. It's boring, but just
Yeah, no, golf's one of my favorite clicks, especially having a stack.
Yeah, I have them double stacked, so I'm just like,
Hell yeah.
I kind of have to just accept that like this team is betting that they all go off. So,
and then I mean, you got options later to backstack with Pacheco maybe or Tesla.
yeah, I'm not touching Pacheco ever since the injury. I just don't think he's good anyways on top of the injury. So I'm just like, I don't know. I was kind of betting that James Conner would go there, and now it seems like he might not. And the Cardinals are just going to keep him as a $2 million third running back. So that's interesting, but that's my team for you. We are the co-hosts of awful NFL teams. What is up, Rando? Thanks for tuning in.
So I see Addison fell way past his ADP, and I don't blame him because I don't really pick Addison. I think he's going to have a Juwan Jennings problem all season, but Addison is also on his contract year, so there is that upside.
I'm kind of shocked that Stribling is falling this far. Does he get like hurt that I didn't hear about?
There was some kind of a shoulder issue. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, there was something.
News. Well, he returned to practice on Sunday. That's the last I've heard, or at least that's the last they've got here. I mean, I'm going to take him if he comes all the way back. Honestly, any of these top three, I'm happy to take if they fall. Concepcion goes, but I mean, Stribling, I still believe in Lemon. Stribling finally goes. Isaiah Likely, that is someone that I simply never click, and I'm happy to continue with that.
I haven't taken Likely once at all.
I think I did because one of my guests wanted to, and I'm a gracious host.
But so normally I would take Rachaad White here, but since Romeo Doubs is there, I'm gonna go Romeo Doubs. I love me some New England offense.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, like there's also a shot that White comes all the way back around to you, and I'm certainly not taking him. So, I mean, I have 7% White, but I've pretty firmly just gone to the Bill side of things at this point, and I'm just like, athleticism. He had a few good games last year. They seem like they are interested in the idea of him being a 3-down back, at least giving him the opportunity. Whether or not he's good enough to actually like do it is a different question, but especially when he was cheaper, I had a lot of Bill, but I'm still think like 8th round on a what we hope is a good offense. I'm happy to do that. So
all right.
Is this a mock or an actual? This is a real draft on a site called Drafters. It is best ball, so no start-sit decisions. We are just drafting a team and then the best rosters every week. Those points will count for your total points, and that will go towards the end season where it's a giant contest. Whoever scores the most points cumulatively across 17 weeks gets a lot of cheddar.
Yeah, I think it's 250,000 first place.
Yep.
Oh, and Rachaad White did fall back, so
yeah,
I'm gonna stick to my guns and just take Rachaad White.
I don't need quarterback. I could probably use some stability. Actually, I'm gonna go Manungai.
I like that pick. I didn't even see him on the board.
he goes late. He goes 125-ish.
Oh man.
Like, which is where I got him. But like, yeah, like I get he's gonna probably miss like 2 to 4 weeks to start the year, but like, I mean, I don't really want to I don't really care about that in a total points where I can get him for the rest of the season. Like, you know, if I was playing the eliminator on underdog or the survival contest on drafters, which we may or may not do. We'll see. That's a different story. But in total points as my running back 4, where he doesn't even have to hit my lineup, like that is totally fine by me.
Yeah, if I would have saw him, I probably would have took him over Rashad White.
Yeah. And I still would have passed on Rashad White. I mean, like with Daniels and Bill, like, I don't know, I might have considered it, and just bought the Washington backfield, but it's not my favorite, but I also probably would have liked him better than anyone still floating around, to be fair. Yes, as Justin said, if you want to draft on drafters and you have not signed up yet, do so using this promo code here in the bottom right, FN Plus. When you do so, you will get a 100% deposit match up to $100 as a new customer when you first deposit. So deposit $50, you'll get $50 free. $100, you'll get $100 free. Who's going to say no to $100 free to draft fantasy football teams? And no start sits. You could win $250K. Where's the downside?
And right before this recording, or we went live, I used that promo code FN Plus.
Absolutely, we greatly appreciate it. Why is Aaron Jones fall this far?
That's a good question.
I take him every time, and I'm like, it's just disgusting. But like, why? Why is he at 139?
I guess it's the hype of Mason. I don't know.
Like Mike Washington went already. Woody Marks went. Like, what are we doing?
So speaking of backups, I do like the upside of Jonah Coleman.
Yeah,
he could possibly just beat out Dobbins outright eventually.
He's getting hype like he could, and I feel like you should probably pay attention to that, to be honest. Like, 12th round, like you get a free look at someone who's probably the direct backup to the most injury-prone running back in football on a 1-year deal, like in a good offense. Sign me up.
Yep, and plus I have Bo Nix, so I got a little stack there. I like it.
Where would you take Jordan Tyson in this contest or any contest?
I think I'm out on him for his rookie year because he's going to be out, 2 months, right?
It said 2 months. To be fair, the first month of that will be preseason, so like it's technically 1 month, but still.
And then he's always been kind of injury prone. I mean, in the rookie drafts, I actually forgave him for the injury prone because one was like a shoulder, which is a freak accident, and it was 2 years removed from that. I think it was an ACL or something, and then he came back and showed out. But now this happened, so so I am going to I'm gonna panic pick.
You get 20 seconds. You're good.
All right. I'm just looking in the future, see who's there. Or, I can get by with that. So
5 seconds.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna take Tyson.
I mean, compared to who's on the board, like it's hard to look at him and be like, nah, I'd rather have Keenan Allen
or Trey Tucker, or
I am gonna take Chig. I have Jaden Daniels.
I was gonna take Chig, and I was like, I'll leave him for you because next round I'll get my second tight end.
Yeah, and like I was much higher on Chig, obviously before Diggs signed there, but I still think he's going to be a pretty solid option for them. Diggs, as an older receiver, is always possible to get injured. I mean, shoot, McLaurin's over 30 as well. Like, he's not a spring chicken anymore. Like, there's a world where Okonkwo's just getting peppered with targets, and he's outside of the stink of Tennessee now. So I like him. I think 13th round is still great. What are your thoughts? Are you one of the Terrence Ferguson hive?
I've always loved Terrence Ferguson. I loved him in rookie drafts last year, getting him at the second. And I think he could be the third target in that offense.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other receivers that are going to take away from him.
Yeah.
And Max Clare, they just drafted him. When has there ever been an Ohio State tight end that's relevant in fantasy football? Never.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I mean, the Rams literally just did this with Ferguson last year. Like they didn't fully redshirt him, but they like kind of redshirted him just to be like, hey, here's how the NFL works. And like they can do that with Claire. They have Higbee, they have Parkinson, they have Ferguson, they have Davis Allen still floating around in there. So yeah, I'm really in on Ferguson. I'm with you. I think he's probably the number 3 option. The number 2 option is a 33-year-old receiver that his efficiency has dropped off a cliff. So like he could even be the 2 option. I mean, Puka is injury prone pretty consistently. Like this is a good pick.
Yeah, I want to go back to your Chig pick because I had a hot take a couple months ago, and it was Chig's going to finish as a top 12 tight end.
Yeah.
And I could see it because who was there last year? That old dude.
Ertz.
Yeah, Zach Ertz finished as the 18th overall. I think it was points per game or overall something. I can't Chig. Chig, fresh, athletic, very athletic.
Yeah, and they were talking about the plan for him before they signed Diggs, and like again, they probably signed Diggs for a specific role, not to just be like, crap, everyone sucks. But it's also probably a little bit crap, everyone sucks. What is up, City of Truz? Thanks for joining in. We appreciate you. If y'all have any draft questions, start sit questions, anything like that, dynasty questions, feel free to pop them in chat. Happy to read those as we draft along here in the Drafters main event Best Ball Championship. We're about to be on the clock. I'm about to be on the clock here in round 14 out of 20. I have 2 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, only 4 wide receivers, and 2 tight ends. But this is kind of how I build. Running back just dries up so fast, and wide receiver is always just like, oh, I could see that. So I just tend to go wide receiver heavy. Don't really want Keenan Allen on this team. I'm going Pat Bryant and sniping you.
I wasn't actually going to take Pat Bryant, but that would have been a good one. I think right here, it kind of dries up at tight end for me after Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Hunter Henry here just to get one. And then with my last pick, you'll see a tight end that I'm probably going to pull up.
I'm
number
excited.
3.
I'm excited to see this one. I know there's plenty of disgusting names out there, so I'm excited to see which one of the disgusting names is your guy.
Yep.
But yeah, I love Pat Bryant. He's getting all the hype. I think Cortland Sutton is washed, personally. I think he was washed last year, but they just had no one else to throw to. And we just talked about with Jonah Coleman, like, this is a good offense. We want to invest in it. We want to see if it takes the next step. And I'm very high on Jalen Waddle as well, but I've been kind of high on Pat Bryant all summer, even before Waddle was traded there. So love Bryant here in the 14th. I think he's got a lot of upside, and I think he's got a relatively safe floor. Like, he probably has at least like 1 or 2 15-point weeks in him, just regardless of how much he ascends. So we'll see.
Yeah, I was always a Pat Bryant guy over Troy Franklin.
Yeah. Yep.
Actually, right now in Dynasty, I'm trying to acquire Pat Bryant in a trade. I'm trying to send Braylon Allen over to the Brees Hall owner.
Yeah.
All right. So I am on the clock. Braylon Allen is there, and I'm not a big fan of Braylon Allen, honestly. I'll tell you why in a second. But there is a high upside backup, Tank Bigsby. We've seen it last year. He could be top 12.
Yep.
When he plays, if Barkley something happens to him. So I love those high upside backups.
Yeah. I don't need a third tight end. But I think Dalton Schultz is too good of a click to pass up on, especially with Jaden Higgins going down. I think Schultz probably just the number 2 all season. Booty does make things a little more complicated, but I mean, I don't think Booty's just like a target earner. I think he's just like not a sacrificial X, but just a deep ball X that's an obvious upgrade from Xavier Hutchinson, and like that's probably all he's going to be. And I don't know how many deep balls CJ Stroud's going to have time to throw. So
definitely. I mean, Schultz always been consistent. I think last year he finished in the top 10.
I believe so, yeah. Let's take a look-see. I mean, doesn't give ranking, but yeah, I mean,
I'm pretty sure he was 7th, if I'm not mistaken. I talked about that with one of my co-hosts, but the difference between 7 and like 15 was just so small.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and you look at these game logs, 8, 11, 19, like 4, 14, 18, 11. Like he has a couple games under 5, but most of these are double digits, high single digits. Like you have a nice safe floor, you have a decent ceiling, and there's also the possibility that their offensive line does take a step forward and they are better. And this offense does work a little bit better with David Montgomery instead of Woody Marks getting stopped 1 yard past the line of scrimmage every first down. Omar Cooper goes, what are your Travis Hunter thoughts?
I'm out. I haven't drafted him once. No, I did take him once. I don't know why I took him. I don't know. It's just if let's say he gets 40% of snaps on the offense, they're gonna use him when he's on the field. So they're just not gonna waste his time. So I do think he's gonna get, maybe 3 to 4 targets a game.
Yeah.
He could end up with 15 to 20 fantasy points with those, or he could end up with 4.
Yep.
So I just don't know. I'm in best ball IDP tournaments, and I think I passed on him there a lot too. So I mentioned it earlier, Juwan Jennings, because I think he always produces when he's on the field, and I'm gonna have to take him.
Yeah, I had a lot of
pretty late. Yeah.
I had a lot of him pre-draft when he wasn't on a team, because again, I was like, I have a lot of all of these free agent signings from the summer before they were on teams. Like I had a ton of Diggs, I had a ton of Debo, I had a ton of Keenan when they were cheap, and then a ton of Jennings. I'm just like, they're gonna get jobs. Like they're going to get X amount of targets, probably somewhere in like the 15 to 18% range, just across the board. They're going to get like $5+ million each, and they're just going to play all the time. And like Jennings probably got the worst stick out of all of them, but also like that's fine. It's still a good offense, we think, unless Kyler Murray's like truly bad, but I don't think he is. So yeah.
So one thing that's important in best ball is you have to check your bye weeks, and that's one thing that I completely ignore a lot. Fannin and Henry have the same bye week, so I am gonna have to be forced to take a third tight end.
Yeah. Well, on the bright side, basically all the late tight ends have week 11 buys. So.
Well, I was gonna say AJ Barner is like the only one that I feel comfortable left, but he has on a week 11 bye, so I can't do that.
I mean, like Kate Otten scores, his plays, and his week 10.
Did someone take Ted Hurst? What the? Oh, come on. Oh, I thought that I usually get him in like the 18th rounds in underdog. Oh, crap. What do I do? Let's see here. I go panic picking again. I don't like anybody at the spot, but did I just auto pick?
Yeah,
I did. Okay, I was gonna take Dulcich anyway. Just
at least he's not week 11 bye.
Yeah. Man, it
kind of sucks how many tight ends are falling. This is very random. I do not want Kamara or Pacheco. I'm going to take my new comfy late round pick in Justice Hill because he's going to play.
Yes.
And Derrick Henry has never caught passes and will never, ever catch passes, regardless of how much we like Declan Doyle. And Rasheen Ali and Adam Randall are not going to do that either. Even though Adam Randall's a converted wide receiver, he somehow sucks at pass catching, which I don't really understand how that's physically possible, but that's his profile. So, okay.
But yeah, I like me some Justice Hill. I told someone the other day in a Discord chat that I'd rather have Justice Hill over, I forgot who he had on his team, some trash person. And he was like, no. I was like, I will never own Justice Hill. I'm like, he won me a championship a couple years ago in my lineup.
Yep.
Like, because I had literally nobody to play. Jonathan Taylor was hurt. So I was starting Justice Hill and some other bum. I can't remember. I think it was the Patriots guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, he got me to the championship, and Jonathan Taylor was luckily back at that time, so he helped me. But
yeah, I think just once the James Conner situation got murky, I kind of pivoted to Justice Hill as like my break glass in case of emergency running back, like 6 or 7, and he's going to play, and it's an offense we like, and that's pretty much all I need to worry about at this point. So, do I care about third quarterback?
I was debating that too, and considering who's there, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, you got 3 options. They all kind of suck.
I don't have any stack partners with any of them. I'd have to back stack a Falcon, which sounds disgusting. A lot of tight ends just went. Oh, do I want Calvin Ridley? Ugh. Looking at the rest of these guys, yeah, I think I do. And that's very disgusting to say.
Yeah, I can't get behind Calvin Ridley.
I haven't been either, but like they are talking like he's the number 2 ahead of Wandale. And I don't believe that, but I'm just like, I mean, if they're going to play him, then I guess, sure. In the 18th round.
Oh, yeah, I went another high upside, kind of back up. Nick Singleton.
He's got a path, especially if the Titans are as bad as we're fearful of. Like, he definitely has a path.
So I have to be done right now at running back. I have 7.
God, wide receiver is ugly.
Yes. Yep. And that's what I need. I need to go after receivers here.
Same. Man, there's
one guy that I could kind of see a little bit of work, and I'll tell you in a second if he falls.
Weirdly, the running backs are actually less disgusting than normal. Normally, it's just like absolutely wiped by now, but there are at least a few guys that like could play, which is about all we're looking for in rounds 19 and 20 is like, are you going to be on the field for any snaps?
Yeah. All right.
Now we're going to think about it really hard once we hit the 19th round, apparently. There we go.
So I'm on the clock, and my guy would be Darnell Mooney.
Yeah.
Who else at receiver is in that room?
I mean, Calvin Austin just tore his ACL yesterday, so not him.
Odell Beckham. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just see like at least at the minimum there has to be like an 11 to 12% target share for him, for Mooney.
Yeah. Or someone. It has to be someone. Like it's It's Neighbors, it's Likely, it's Malachi Fields, and then it's
Uh,
like
I think Theo
Slate.
Johnson
Yeah,
could be
they're
in here.
probably going to play a lot of 12, and then yeah, it's like Mooney, Slayton, OBJ, Braxton Berrios is floating around there, I think now. Like they cut Juju, so he's not a concern anymore. Although with the injury to Austin, I wonder if they bring him back immediately. But they also had like 12 receivers in that room anyway, so maybe not. We are almost done here, folks. We are in the 19th round. We've got one round left to go here on Drafters. I'm looking exclusively at wide receiver. I'm nauseated by it, but some of these players, I'm like semi Malik Benson curious. Like, I don't know. I also think that Elijah Surratt is like sneaky, still a good pick.
Yeah, if you take him, that would be my snipe, like in the 20th freaking round. I love Surratt because I think he is that big bodied slot type receiver they're going to use, and they're going to give him targets. We've seen him in the one preseason game. I think he led the team in targets, like 6 catches, 600 or 66 yards.
Yeah.
He just looked good.
Yeah.
And you're going to take him, aren't you?
No. I have 8% of him, and I kind of want to cool off on that a little. I'm going to take Torrey Horton.
Oh, that was the guy I was going to take if you took Surratt.
Yeah.
For real. My dude, Who Hames, he has his own channel. He does best ball drafts all the time. And
yeah, I love him.
Oh, you like who? Okay, so you know Who Hames. I created all his background music, his intro. That was all me.
Heck yeah.
And he was just talking up Horton. So I created a song called Who Hears a Horton instead of Horton Hears a Who.
Yeah.
he thought it was awesome. That was a little fun thing that I did for him.
Yeah. So we didn't get to it, but who would have been your disgusting third tight end if you had
Justin Jolie? Because I have Bo Nix, and I think he fits in that. I mean, we saw Evan Engram last year do nothing.
Yeah.
So they brought in Jolie. I like his athleticism, and I think he could fit that type of. I know we keep saying it year after year, but that Joker role for Sean Payton.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't hate it. I don't think Evan Engram is good anymore, and there's a pretty solid shot that he's just not playing by the end of the season. So, alrighty, let's recap my team, and then we can recap your team, and then we will see where we're at. So I finished with a 2-7-8-3, just Jaden Daniels and Jared Goff at quarterback for me. Omarion Hampton, Trevion Henderson, Bill Krosky-Merritt, Kyle Monangai, Aaron Jones, Justice Hill, and Sean Tucker at running back. Wide receiver room of Amon-Ra St. Brown, Rashee Rice, Jamison Williams, Mekhi Lemon, Pat Bryant, Devon Vele, Calvin Ridley, and Torrey Horton. And then the tight end trio of Colston Loveland, Chigakonkwo, and Dalton Schultz.
I like it, especially the tight ends. That's awesome.
What?
And then Sean Tucker. Sean Tucker is actually sneaky because we saw him last year get all the inside the 5 goal line carries where Bucky got 0 all year. So,
you want me to read your team? Do you want to read
No, you go ahead. I see we ended up with the same build.
Yep. You also went 2-7-8-3. Joe Burrow and Bo Nix at quarterback. Ashton Genty, Javonte Williams, Jonathan Brooks, Rashad White, Jonah Coleman, Tank Bigsby, and Nick Singleton at running back. Wide receiver room of Puka Nacua, Tet McMillan, Terry McLaurin, Romeo Dubs, Jordan Tyson, Juwan Jennings, Darnell Mooney, and Elijah Surratt. And 3 tight ends, Harold Fannin, Hunter Henry, and Greg Dulcich. I like this
bad.
team.
I like it. I'm going to have to give it like an A-.
I understand the Genty fear, but just like anytime you can get Genty on the left side of the board, like this late into draft season, like, you just got to do it, to be honest. You're getting unique combos. You're getting a very high upside running back that you can pair with a Jamar Chase, a JSN, a Puka, like, or if you're lucky, even a Gibbs or a Bijan. Like, you did not get that start ever this whole summer. And like, now you can, and I think you should do it.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Alrighty. You up for another one? Want to call it there? What do you
I'm down if you want. I always love drafting. So
sweet.
However, I am on the clock in an IDP tournament league. I need to go make my pick.
Go for it.
Let's see. I am in the 7th round. I got 3 quarterbacks. I got Lamar, Stafford, and Shuck because it's super flex. Yep. James Cook, ETN are my running backs, and I got Zay Flowers. So my options here, I can go JMO, Terry McLaurin, DJ, I want to score more, Mike Evans, and I think that's it. I mean, I could go Jalen Warren, but who would you go with here? I mean,
I kind of like any of the receivers. Mike Evans is a little scarier with all the injury stuff, but the offense is just so good that it's very tantalizing. I mean, we just had the McLaurin and JMO conversation in our own draft. I think both are great picks. I probably would just go JMO personally.
Yeah, I'm going to go JMO. I'm clicking the button. And then I love it because on the way back, I am going to get either Jalen Warren or Stevenson. So,
yeah.
All right.
How early does IDP go in those leagues? Like, what round is usually like the first IDP pick?
Every draft is different depending on the scoring. And these leagues, we have 35 rounds, 12 teams. They usually start going around the 10th round.
Okay.
Sometimes someone takes one in the 9th, but I don't think you need to.
Yeah.
And 10th, 11th seems to be where they start going off slowly. I also did a best ball IDP single quarterback series over for the IDP Hunter podcast that we do at the IDP Center.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 10-team single quarterback league. And people started taking them in like the 6th, 7th round.
Dang.
I was like, this doesn't make sense. So I guess it is all about the scoring or the league format. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in IDP. I am not an IDP expert. I will almost always rely on someone else on the internet to tell me who I should like in IDP outside of like the basic principles of like, take rookie corners because they get targeted a lot, like take linebackers early and often, like wait on pass rusher unless you get the elites, all that kind of stuff. But like, I don't follow defensive depth charts enough to like know who some of these players are unless someone else tells me. So I feel like I would enjoy best ball more because that's the part about IDP that I really hate is like, I always get start sits wrong for IDP.
Well, you're in luck because my co-host is a top 5 ranker the past 3 years on Fantasy Pros.
Nice.
So he's the IDP, the real IDP hunter, Steve Hungarter.
Mm-hmm.
You can find all his stuff over at a bunch of places. USA Today, I believe he just got hired, and Fancy and Frames, Fancy Six Pack. And obviously, we do a show together at the IDP Center every Wednesday.
Except today.
Starting in the season. So week 1.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sweet. So, are you open to me explaining this $10 survival tournament to you?
Yeah, I might not like it, but you can explain it.
So it's not quite the Eliminator on Underdog. Basically, the way that it works, the top 75% of all teams advance every week, and the other 25% are eliminated. up until you get to week 15, then it's the top 50%, but you're already in the top 250 people overall by that point. So it's kind of like the old Eliminator before they updated it, but like still not really. I just really like the concept of drafting a team that's like not fully just floor, but based on the idea of like, how do you balance upside with like not going entirely into upside? How do you stay in the top 75%? And it still has some pretty solid prizes, $50,000 to first place, $1,000 up until 13th place. So it's smaller, but any interest in giving it a shot?
I guess so. I've never done the Eliminator, so I'm not really familiar with these type of drafts, but I'll donate my money, I guess, to the winner. I mean, let's just have fun with it, right?
Exactly. It's only $10 to enter.
So it's called the $10 NFL Best Ball Championship Survival.
Yep.
Okay, so are we entering right now?
Yes.
All right, join Fast Draft. Join. I am in.
There are 3 spots left on this. But yeah, I like this contest. It's unique to drafters. There's nothing else like it in the best ball market. I just really like the idea of thinking about team construction of like, how do I stay in the top 75% of scores? Like, obviously, injury luck will play a solid role. That's kind of just best ball in general, is like, can your team stay healthy? You have no idea. We're just going to hope. But like, from a structural standpoint, from a game theory standpoint, like how do you get teams that are in the top 75% week over week and make sure that you never bottom out your team?
Interesting. All right. So I'm probably just going to draft the way I always draft.
This
we'll see.
This is the first year it was launched. It was launched like a month ago, so like there's no game theory on this. So I don't think there's a right or wrong way to draft it at this point. We don't actually know. We have no data on it. So it is brand new from drafters. It's a lot of fun. Again, folks, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate y'all watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to our Get Tilted YouTube channel, our FantasyNow Plus YouTube channel, our FantasyNow Plus Twitch channel. We appreciate your support. Like the video, and yeah, comment any questions you have, any thoughts you have. Definitely we'll talk through anything that you've got. And as always, if you want to draft on Drafters with us, have not signed up yet, and you wish to do so, please use that promo code in the bottom right of the screen, FN Plus. When you do so, you will get a 100% deposit match on your first $100 with Drafters. So deposit $100, you'll get $100 free. Who's going to say no to free $100 with a chance to win a lot of more money than that? And we are starting.
Yep. And I did see a comment saying you guys should read comments. Well, I don't pay attention to the comments, so I'm trying to pay attention to my best ball draft.
Listen, we're reading it. We were having conversations. Not going to just stop mid conversation and pull up a comment. we got time. These are 20 round drafts. We are not in a hurry, folks. Looks like you are at the 3 hole this time. I am back here on the sad part of the board at the 10 hole.
Oh man, I actually don't mind 10, 11, or 12.
Yeah, I just like, it's hard to get fun stuff to fall to you back here. It's basically just like, I'm just going to take the same 6 iterations of the team I like every time, and like, that's fine. But it does, once volume hits, it starts to be a little like, man, I wish something cool would happen. And it usually does. I have to make something cool happen, which like I'm open to doing, but I'm also not like super interested in doing too much of. You go Jamar Chase at 3, which makes sense. There was the injury scare, but it seems like he is all good to go. So I am with you. I think it's still just wheels up on Chase at 3. The one game theory thing that I've been thinking about for this contest is I don't know how much buy stacking you should do, because you are trying to do a 75% like advance structure. Like, you don't want a week where you just have 6 guys on buy and it's like, man, I really need these remaining 14 guys to be the ones. So, which is kind of what we do for the eliminator as well, of like, don't overstack your buys, like still probably stack your quarterbacks, but don't overstack your quarterbacks. Don't worry too much about like a ton of, good teams or anything like that. Just kind of focus on like a spread out by week is what I would say is probably going to be plus EV. Let's just go CeeDee Lamb because I love CeeDee Lamb, and I'll get a running back I like on the way back.
Yep, that's probably would have been my strategy too.
Genty goes at 13. The drafter has no fear whatsoever. Do I want Hampton again?
I mean, I love me some Chase Brown.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry is one of my favorite clicks.
I'm going to take Henry because I like a lot of late running backs that have week 6 and week 7 buys. So, and there's not very many week 13 running back buys. It's basically Taylor and Henry and then Genty. So, going to be a little weirdly strategic about that.
That's a good way to look at it. See, I would never have thought of that.
I mean, this is only my second one, so we're kind of weeding through it as we draft live. But I just think it's a really fun concept, and I kind of hope it sticks around for the long term for sure. Hopefully it fills by the end. Could be some overlay, but still have 3 weeks to figure that out. You are about
right. Yeah, I really wanted me some AJ Brown there, but I'll settle for London.
4-hole goes double week 11 by receivers to start. We'll see how that plays out for them.
Oh shit! I didn't even look at the buys. All right, I'm good so far.
Yeah.
All right. So this pick, let's see if he falls. My co-host kind of talked me in to getting up on Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
I was fading him this early because when you saw it in like a month ago, we were getting him at the end of the 3rd, early 4th sometimes.
Yep.
So that's where a lot of my exposure to him are. But
yeah,
this is where he's going now. This is where you got to take him.
Yeah. Which, again, like, I think at that point, like, the 3rd and 4th round it's not going to end up flat, but as far as, like, projection standpoint, it's basically flat. So get your guys, mix them up around the board.
I already screwed up because I have 2 week 11 buys. So if I make it that far, I'm probably going to get eliminated week 11.
I mean, the way that I have talked to Brian about it is like, I think if they're different positions, that's probably fine. Like, but like if you have like 4 week 11 wide receivers, then it's like, you're probably done.
Yeah.
What is up, Hunter? You are the pick 101. What should I do with the first 3 picks? Well, definitely Gibbs, which you seem to agree with. Should you go wide receiver running back as your 2 and 3? Should you go wide receiver tight end or wide receiver quarterback? Definitely not wide receiver quarterback. You can get so many good quarterback picks later. I know Josh Allen is fun, but he's not that fun, respectfully. So
also, it's a 10-team league, 12-team. That's going to also matter.
Yeah. So that context definitely matters. I'm on the clock. I should probably make a pick.
Yeah. So, but for me, I would just go with Gibbs and then go running back or wide receiver, because you can get on Olave, Flowers, London, Pickens, like one of those duos. And then in the fourth round, when it comes back to you, you're going to like some of those running backs. And there's also going to be another receiver that you could take there. So maybe like a DeAndre Swift and I don't know, Terry McLaurin or something.
Yep. Yeah, like I don't think you should go running back unless like the guys that you see here from like 12 to 18, like if one of them falls, then sure, but that is probably not likely. I'm going to.
But you also never know in home leagues, things
Yeah.
could get weird. So,
Yep.
but yeah, any of the top 12 running backs are available on that turn. You should go with one of those.
Yep. But otherwise, I think you punt running back until round 4 or 5, maybe even longer, just depending. I think the elite tight ends are fine. I think Bowers and McBride are totally acceptable in round 3. Like, just kind of depends. Like, do you feel comfortable streaming tight end later? Do you feel comfortable with like the mid-range guys where everything's like going to be the same as the cheap guys unless you get the one of them that breaks out this year, which happens like clockwork. So definitely kind of keep an eye and think, they always say draft back to front. So think about, do you want your last picks to be tight ends? Do you want them to be wide receiver shots? Do you want them to be running back shots? And then that will kind of determine who you take at the 2-3 turn. You go David Montgomery here in the 4th, which I think is totally fine, acceptable.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not exciting.
No, he's not exciting, but you're just trying to be in the top 75%, and a pure volume running back is a pretty solid way to make sure you have a floor. So don't think that's a bad pick at all, especially with some question marks on some of the running backs that go after the fact. So we have a lot of wide receivers on this board right now and not many running backs. So I think we're about to see a huge wide receiver run here. You get sniped,
right.
DJ Moore.
I wasn't going to go DJ. I was going to go Odunze or McLaurin. I like them both. I think I took McLaurin my last draft. So let's go ahead and go Odunze, I guess. Yeah. I mean, high-powered offense. They're going to throw the ball a lot. So why not?
Yeah. I think we're probably going to be wrong on a bear.
Yes. Yes, 100%. Because there's 5 of them or 4 of them going in the first 5 rounds, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I started off with Swift. Burden went 2 picks later. Loveland went right after that. And then you took Rome at 51.
So I always said, I like taking the last one.
Yeah. Which is basically always Rome at this point. So sometimes Swift, but not on this site. And not with the Monangai injury as of late. But yeah, that's kind of the thing that has kept me from being able to get a lot of Caleb, is just like you cannot backstack him at all. Like you have to have a bear in order to grab Caleb.
Yes. Yep.
Which I do, but I don't think stacking running back and quarterback makes a ton of sense in this format. Still a lot of wide receivers coming off the board here. We did have Ramondre go at 53. I get running back that I'm excited about, Jadarian Price. That gives me a nice safe floor. I feel like at running back with Henry, Swift, and Price, where I don't feel like I have to reach for anyone in the next round.
Yeah, I hope Price works out. I'm just not grabbing him until I actually see it happen, because he's always had a part-time role in the past. He's like injury issues, efficiency issues. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think about him.
Yeah, I was really hoping that Mike Evans fell there, and he did not. And all these picks suck, so that's fun. Don't want
Tyler Warren is fun. It's just I don't like going really early, but it is a 6th round.
I'm just gonna go Trevion. Just be heavy
right.
RB to start. I don't need him to play right away. Hope he just works in later, middle of the year, gives me some upside as Henry starts to probably fade, and Swift is a 50-50 split with Monangai once he comes back. So that's hopefully when Henderson
Someone take Burrow
and Caleb back to back. Yeah,
I
Burrow.
wanted Burrow for my stack. What are these people doing?
I don't know. I could have taken Burrow. I didn't even really think about it, to be honest. I have T, but yeah, he went unstacked. Caleb does go stacked. The Bowers drafter took Tyler Warren. They're both week 13 buys, so you're going to have to take a third tight end. So sure, I guess.
All right.
We're on a quarterback run here, and Brooks goes.
Oh, and that was going to be my pick. Oh, man. I don't like any of these people. I don't like you. I don't like you. And I'm just going to go. Oh, I do like you. Jalen Warren. I think Jalen Warren is a perfectly fine RB3.
Yeah. Yep.
That gives me a little upside.
Justin says, remember when everyone said Tyler Warren was going to suck because of his landing position?
I didn't say that. I love Tyler Warren.
Yeah. I mean, like, he wasn't amazing last year. He was fine. He was a good rookie season. Like, I think he's expensive still. I really do. Like, feel like the entire fantasy community just kind of like forgot that Daniel Jones just like sucks buttermilk. Like, he had one average season last year, and suddenly we're like, the Colts are this great offense. And I'm just like, are you sure about that?
This is going to be a little bit of a reach, I guess, in this format, and I guess in any format, but I do love me some Dak Prescott.
Oof, you're going to snipe me on Dak.
I mean, everyone else is taking unstacked players.
Sure,
might as well be me.
To be honest, like, I do wonder if like stacking might not be great for this format.
Oh, that is true. I never thought about that. Yeah.
Like, with it just
have bad games, that means you're out.
Like, I understand the principle of stacking. Yeah, like week 15 through 17 type contests. You're playing it like a DFS slate pretty much, but like total points, even week to week of like not being able to guarantee anything. Like, yeah, like you kind of just want QBs that score points a lot, like, which, easier said than done, but I don't know. I don't think I think stacking probably is still positive, but it's probably not nearly as good as it would be in other formats. Everything sucks here. That's great.
This is the worst part of the draft.
I'm just gonna take Jaden Reed and be sad about it.
Yeah. I was thinking about him. If I didn't take Dak, I was gonna go Reed.
I would have happily swapped those two. That's okay. Yeah, I have no quarterback stacks at this point, but I don't overly care. The lad, what's interesting is that the lad drafter already has Josh Allen, so like he might not take Herbert, and I might just take Herbert unstacked if he comes back to me. Might just do that. Or he will take lad and we'll have two players. No, he doesn't. Okay. I'm just going to take Herbert. I believe in the quarterback. I believe in the offense. I can figure out one of the 7 tight ends to backstack him with later.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Herbert.
Justin says, I remember being on the GF2 draft show last year, and so many people were dogging him, saying it was a bad pick for him.
Like going for 2, that's actually where I came from. Jeff Lambert, he gave me my start.
Yeah.
And I think I probably watched that show. So I was probably the one probably defending you. So.
I just think like, wow, that the Bowers Warren drafter just went Fannin for his third wide receiver through 8 rounds. So, okay then. Well, he's got tight end set.
Dang, that sucks. I was thinking about Fannin with this pick.
Yeah.
I guess Pitts is still there, but I don't know.
You do have London, so I don't know if you would want to.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I do like Mason for best ball, getting those grinding goal line carries. It's just, I'm going to go. Let's do it.
Yeah. Still finished top 5. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. But like that, like, what is Tyler Warren's ceiling? Like, it's not a Bowers McBride ceiling, I don't think. Like, maybe it could be, but like, I just don't think he would get the volume that those guys get, and I don't think he's quite as talented. So it's like, are we just like hoping for like Mark Andrews prime Ravens seasons? Top 1.
Yeah.
Sure, Justin. Yeah. You know, Daniel Jones famously produces lots of tight end 1 overall seasons on torn Achilles.
All right, this is going to be an ugly pick. Don't make fun of me. But I'm going to go Michael Pittman.
I probably would have taken him if he got back to me.
All right, because I mean, I'm a Pittman over Metcalf guy, and I don't know, did Metcalf even go? Because usually Metcalf goes first.
Yeah, he went at 78. So
so I'm not taking any Metcalf, and I get a lot of Pittman.
Yep. Yeah. Rodgers can't throw past like 20 yards down the field. Like, I don't understand the Metcalf price at all. Like, what do we think is going to happen there? Definitely with you. I have a lot of Jeremy Bernard late as well because of that. And so much
Freiermuth. I think 17th and 18th, if you're on the turn, you can get Freiermuth and Rodgers stacked up.
Yep.
Or you can just go Jeremy Bernard. Like, I think I have like almost 28%, 25% Jeremy Bernard.
Yeah. I'm not quite that high.
Completely free in the 18th round. So
there's many teams going heavy onesie positions. Y'all need to chill out. I'm gonna go. Man, I'm going Chuba. It's boring, but he's gonna play some. There's
some, yeah.
There's a chance that Brooks is not good. There's a chance he gets injured again. Like, Chuba's should be fine for week 1. This is about the price Chuba should have been going the whole time, and now I can get him there, and that's fine for me.
Yeah, it's just not a sexy pick. You saw his efficiency and his volume go way down last year.
Yeah. Do I really have to take Jordan Love this early? Yeah, I probably do. That sucks. Oh, well. Quarterback is just getting snapped up for some reason, and tight end is getting snapped up for some reason. So
I feel I should probably focus on that. My next 2 picks. Let's see.
Okay, Justin, then when is Tyler Warren going to be tight end 1? In 2032? Because the Jones contract is 2 years, 3 years. It's basically 1 year with some void years. But listen, it did not take 5 years for Pitts to be tight end 2. It took 5 years and 1 specific game for him to be tight end 2 in a down tight end year. That is the only reason Kyle Pitts was ever the tight end 2.
There we go. Got him. George Kittle said he's going to be ready for week 1. I'll trust him.
I faded the crap out of George Kittle all summer, and apparently that was the wrong move. So now I'm taking him.
Yes.
I I thought he should have been going in like the 180s, like when the NFL draft happened. I'm like, there's no shot that like a 33-year-old tight end is just fine, but he's just fine.
Yeah. I was on an episode, I think it was 4th in Fantasy with them guys, and Sirocco was like, this was 3 months ago. He was like, I talked to a doctor. They said that Kittle has the most comebackable type of whatever ACL or whatever he had.
And
I was like, well, Achilles. I was like, well, what does that mean? The most comebackable?
Yeah.
That means he'll be fine. He's gonna be good to go. So
yeah.
I trusted him.
Yeah, I had heard something of like the way it tore, or like the specific muscles within it tore in a way that was like better than the average Achilles tear, which like, okay, I guess. But it seems to be playing out, so we will see.
So I ended up going my second quarterback. I don't hate it. I like Shuck a lot.
Same.
It just makes me, knowing that I got Shuck here, I know this, I like to stack, but I probably should have took Olave over London. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works out in this format. So,
I mean, that's kind of the thing where, like, with stacking QBs, like, I really wish I had the time and resources to like truly look into how beneficial it actually is and like who you should be stacking. I was gonna go Juwan Johnson there. That's a bummer. But yeah, like I do wonder, like, is it actually beneficial to stack with secondary weapons instead of primary weapons? Like, what makes sense? I think I'm just gonna go Jacoby Myers because he's boring and he's gonna play, even though I don't like him at all. But that's my fourth wide receiver.
Yeah, my co-host at the Fantasy Six Pack, we're talking about Myers, I think yesterday, and he is all over Myers. He thinks Myers is going to be the wide receiver 1 in that offense.
That's a new one.
Yeah. I had to push back, and I didn't agree with them, but
do I just take Alec Pierce at this price? Oof. At 135. I could use some upside in this wide receiver room. Let's do it. I can get safety later.
So in a format like this, Jordan Tyson is someone I probably wouldn't want to take, or would it be as like my 5th wide receiver? Because if my first bye week isn't until week 6, then
you're pretty covered.
Should be playing by then.
I think it would make sense to take him, especially stacked with Shuck, because like
Shuck, yeah, that's the whole reason I'm thinking.
If Shuck is going off, it's probably because Tyson and Olave are both playing well.
I feel comfortable with Shuck being my number 2.
Yeah,
running or my number 2 quarterback as opposed to number 1. So with the bye week, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, he's your only week 8 bye at receiver so far. Like, I think that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. And like, again, we talked about it last time when you took Tyson. Like, the names that you're passing up on are just like outside of like maybe Rashid Shaheed, but even then, it's just like, oh boy, Dontavian Wicks, Trey Tucker, like, who cares? Respectfully, like, who cares? You're getting a first-round rookie wide receiver who might miss a month. Like, cool. That's fine. A lot of these guys we're drafting are also going to miss a month. We just don't know when it is.
All right, so I'm up next. I got to make sure. So week 8 and week 7. Here we go. I'm going to go with Chig. We talked about it already last draft. Hot take. He's going to end up top 12.
Yeah, I agree. Justin says, Jamie keeps saying his co-host at the F6P, but could also be saying his co-host at FantasyNow Plus, winking emoji. That sounds like...
Hold on. Am I missing something?
I think he's implying that you should you should join FantasyNow Plus.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would love to keep doing shows with you guys. I got an interview on August 31st with I don't know if you guys know Grindberg.
It sounds familiar, but I can't place it for some reason.
It's the FFAN. They just bought out the In Between Media, so now they're partnered with them. And Grindberg said when he comes back from Europe, he's on a Europe vacation right now. He wants to kind of talk and see if I can join his team.
Heck yeah.
But hell yeah, there's enough of me to go around to everyone. So
yeah, I know we'd be happy to have you on in a more permanent, more continuous role for sure. So we can talk. This 12-hole drafter just went 4 straight tight ends for some reason, but sure.
Oh, and Topher, he's also one of your guys, right?
Yep, Topher and Michael are both from GF2.
Yeah, me and Topher did the Start Sit show last year, Sunday morning together.
Yeah. I'm back up on the clock here. Tight end is wiped because that person just took 4 in a row.
That's why I kind of went with Chig. I don't hate Hawkinson.
I do. I despise DJ Hawkinson.
I mean, I didn't say I loved him. I just don't hate him. So.
That's fair. Jamie should start his own channel. That's also an option.
Yeah, that's my dude, J-Man. My best friend he's in Cincinnati. He's actually going to be moving up here soon. So
heck yeah.
I've seen a lot more of him. But yeah, it is a lot of work though.
Oh yeah.
A lot of work.
Yeah. As you saw on the backstage for this.
Yeah.
So when things go wrong, it's like, well, this was fun. Okay, and Brian Ford, who we just added on.
Yes. Brian just had his first show on Going for Two Saturday. He does a Dynasty podcast over there.
Yep. He just did some Dynasty stuff with us as well. He's joined me last week for Best Ball Draft. So yeah, we're all kind of a tightly knit little circle here.
I freaking hate this area right now.
Yeah, we're in the disgusting.
How much time? I got 4 seconds. I'm gonna go Naylor. Jesus, man.
Yeah, I mean it's just all bad. Like I mean,
technically Naylor is the highest paid wide receiver in that room, so he might get the most targets. Who knows?
Yeah, it is disgusting in this ADP though. Like Tyrone Tracy, I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole. Like Zach Charbonnet, I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole.
Yes, yeah.
Jaden Blue now seems like he's behind Malik Davis randomly, and that's scary. He just went.
Found someone I like. High upside backup that could get some work. Emmett Johnson.
Yep.
Especially, we don't know what's going on. There's some kind of foot issue with Walker now.
Apparently,
have you heard any updates?
I think he was fine, but let's see if there's anything in the news here. Swelling around his ankle, but expected to be fine, says Sam.
I still think Emmett Johnson can have maybe like a 35% snap share, and he's electric. I mean, did you see him in preseason? He was going off. I know Andy Reid was praising him, so that's a good sign.
Yep. Well, and he's probably just a workhorse if Walker does go down. Like they might mix in some Amari DeMarcado, but not a lot, I would imagine.
That guy sucks.
Yeah, as a Cardinals fan, can confirm not good at football. Very, very, very not good at football. Oh boy, I get to choose my Dolphin receiver.
Oh man, good luck with that.
You know what? I'm gonna take a page out of your book and I'm gonna go Jawan Jennings.
There you go. I like that pick.
Because I think he's safe and he's going to score points, probably have a couple 20-point weeks this year. And I don't have to take a Dolphin now because that's too many week 6 buys. And that is always a positive. I do think 3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends should probably be the standard. Although, yeah.
Yeah, but who's really left?
And then he just double tapped quarterback. Could you chill out, sir?
What is up with this guy?
I do need a second tight end badly, but I am going to take Mendoza because quarterback bus has left the station after Mendoza.
So you think Mendoza is going to play over Cousins eventually?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I don't think we've ever seen a number 1 pick just sit all season, ever. So I think Tom Brady's just blowing chunks as he likes to do, and they're gonna play Kirk Cousins in the first couple of weeks and be like, dear God, why are we doing this? And then they're going to go to Mendoza. Also, the fans will be ridiculously pissed if they just like stick with Kirk Cousins past when they should be getting rid of him and benching him. So,
all right. So I am on the clock. I do love me some Ted Hurst for best ball.
Yeah.
There's no more Mike Evans. They're going to have to replace him. I think Ted Hurst is the perfect fit. He's like a mini Mike Evans,
Yep.
He good in those deep ball threats, contested catch, red zone, touchdowns. Why not?
Yeah. Well, and Ikbuka has turf toe. McMillan is injured again. Godwin is old. So, he's probably just going to play right out the gate, and if he's good enough, he'll just have the job regardless.
Yeah, I love him. I was targeting him in the mid to late second rounds of all my dynasty drafts, and traded for him where I could if he fell to the third.
Yep. Yeah, I have a lot of Hurst. I have a lot of Stribling in the third because I had a lot of rookie drafts like right after the NFL draft happened, so a lot of the sleeper ADP was broken, so I just kept taking Stribling in the third, which feels great so far. A lot of Hurst, had a lot of Bryce Lance in the fourth, who's basically just Ted Hurst.
Oh, damn. I was on the clock and I just auto-picked.
Oof.
Oh, that's ugly.
Yeah.
How do I disable auto? Oh, well. Well, I mean, he was named a starter. Yeah. It's not pretty.
I mean, he has a different buy than your other two, so it's at least not like a pointless pick. It's not fun, but it's pointless.
Man.
Yeah. Man, it's just disgusting down here. Just absolutely putrid names. At least with Underdog, you like feel like you can make an 18th round pick where you don't want to vomit.
Yes. Yeah.
Here it's just like, well, I want to vomit. Like taking Gunnar Helm.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yep. But my only tight end so far is T-Ferg, so I need bodies. This could be a 4 tight end team. I wouldn't be that opposed. I went very heavy running back early, so I don't necessarily need any more.
Michael Mayer late is interesting because I think he could have some standalone value some weeks. And then we saw when Brock Bowers went down last year, he was pretty damn good. And he could be a starter on almost half these NFL teams.
Yeah. And no, I'm not going to take Justice Hill because I already have Derrick Henry. I'm going to take Jalen Noel because I think there's still a shot that he has a lot of work in Houston, even with the Kayshon Boutte trade.
And if he comes back 80% healthy of what he was before the injury, he's still going to be pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of froze on tight end because there's like all 3 Charger tight ends are still available, and I have Herbert. So I'm like, maybe I just push it.
Well,
I think Mayer's a good pick as well, but you might take him. So
no, I got talk about exposures. I got 35% Njoku on Underdog. and I was grabbing them in the 18th round, completely free. Sometimes the very last pick.
Yep.
And now he sat with the starters, right? And someone just took him, didn't he? Jesus Christ! Stop listening to the show. Oh man. Well, I do need a running back, and I didn't even look at bye weeks, but I don't care. We talked about Tucker. You got him last draft.
Yeah.
I like the upside of the touchdowns.
Yep. He's actually perfect for you.
Yeah, the bye weeks worked out perfect.
Yep. Yeah. Bucky has been hurt both years. Gainwell, like, I guess could carry the workload, but I kind of press X to doubt that a little bit of like, this is a somewhat tiny, like, he's not a true satellite back, but he's like a pseudo satellite back. Like, he can run between the tackles, but I don't think you particularly want him doing that 20 times a game. Because, like, if there's any offense that I don't think you want to model past production around, it's the Arthur Smith offense. So,
all right.
I don't know.
So, I don't want to miss my pick here like I did last round.
There's just
what did Gaston just went? Dang.
For his fourth tight end.
All right. Well, this is gonna be ugly. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go Mayer.
Yeah. Maybe. Are you interested at all in Darren Waller, or are you just like?
I was not really. I thought about him, but I think he's just too old. And I still have Javian Sanders. I know he's not that great, but there's only one player in the receiving game that I'm really like, and that is Tet. Yeah. Maybe Coker, depending on the value. I don't mind Coker.
Yeah, I think Coker's cleaner with the Chris Brazell injury. I was excited about him, so kind of bummed that he tore his knee up. Oh boy.
I think Legette's still there, but what has he ever done? And I think he's banged up too.
Yeah, I think I am going to take Waller, sadly, because the rest of the tight ends are just like I could bet on Eli Raritan. I could bet on Elijah Arroyo.
See, Raritan is another one that I love. I was getting him in the 4th round of my early dynasty drafts, sometimes even off waivers for free.
Yep.
And my last 2 were just a few weeks ago, and they were both industry drafts. And someone took them at the 209, the other one took them at the 210. So seeing that from a actual analyst, me getting him in the 4th, man, love it.
Yep. Yeah, he's getting a lot of buzz in camp, so it'll be interesting to see how much they actually work him into this offense for this year. I think I'm going to go running back. Just take a 6th, although Jeremy Bernard is still sitting here, which is kind of absurd.
Jeez, I just clicked him. Like, start him.
Yeah.
Yep. There he goes.
Up he goes. Yeah, I think I'm good on the wide receivers then. Singleton or Malik Davis?
I was actually thinking Singleton, my last pick. It's just I already had enough running backs, so.
Yeah, I don't have enough Singleton. I only have 4%. Let's bump that up just a touch. Alrighty, as we wait for your last pick to come in, I finished with a 3-6-8-3. Pretty straightforward. Don't see any huge buy problems at a first glance, which is successful to me. Have Herbert, Love, Mendoza at quarterback, Derrick Henry, DeAndre Swift, Jadarian Price, Trevion Henderson, Chuba Hubbard, Nicholas Singleton at running back, CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Jaden Reed, Jacoby Myers, Alec Pierce, Trey Harris, Juwan Jennings, and Jalen Noel at wide receiver, and then a somewhat patchwork tight end room of Terrence Ferguson, Gunnar Helm, and Darren Waller for me.
20 seconds. Let me check these bye weeks. 10, 11. 13 for Surratt. I'll go Surratt. All right. I am done with my team.
Yes. So you also finish with a 3-6-8-3. I think that's, for this contest, that's probably what you should strive for most drafts. It's just, 3 shots at the onesies, everything else at running back, wide receiver, just get points best you can. You finish up with Dak Prescott, Tyler Shuck, and an auto pick of Deshaun Watson.
Gross.
Kyron Williams, David Montgomery, Jalen Warren, Jordan Mason, Emmett Johnson, and Sean Tucker at running back. Definitely a not as sexy, but probably going to be totally fine to good running back room. Wide receiver room is the strength: Jamar Chase, Drake London, Roma Dunze, Michael Pittman, late flyer on Jordan Tyson, Jalen Naylor, Ted Hurst, and Elijah Surratt. And then a fun tight end room of George Kittle, Chigakonkwo, and Michael Mayer.
I don't hate it.
I like it.
Yeah.
And I think like this format forces you to make teams that you might not normally make, which I also like, of like, in things like Best Ball Mania or any underdog contest, really. It's just like you're shooting for so much upside, and like there's probably a lot of people that are making player takes at certain high percentages, and you're just kind of betting that they're going to be the guy, or they're just wildly mispriced. And like that probably doesn't matter as much in the survival contest, because you just need to score enough points compared to the field. You don't care about pods, you don't care about basically anything else. You just care about having the right combos of players every week that don't bottom out and don't get hurt. So
yeah, well, I appreciate you introducing me to the Drafter app, and thank you, FantasyNow Plus, for the free deposit match. Always love free money.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for using that promo code. We appreciate it. And that is going to do it for us tonight, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. We will be back probably next Wednesday. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll be live streaming some more Best Ball next week. If you watched our show earlier with Josh and Justin, you got a masterclass from Josh on how to do an exit, and I will follow suit. So thanks, folks. Have a great night. Okay, bye.